So good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to today's Harmonize to Energize. My name is Terry Matthews. I work for the Mary Burmeister Jin Shin Jyutsu Institute remotely. The Mary Burmeister Jin Shin Jyutsu is the authentic source of Jin Shin Jyutsu as taught and learned in the world. Welcome anyone who's new today. The art of Jin Shin Jyutsu is an art of harmonizing life energy, sometimes called chi or ki, as it moves or not congruently through the body. We facilitate this by placing our hands on what we call safety energy locks. There's 26 of them to the left and the right of our bodies, in our arms as well. And when they're blocked, this chi or ki cannot move congruently, and therefore we fall into disharmony. Once we place our hands, our fingers, our thumbs, and hold these safety energy locks, we can facilitate the movement of this energy to begin to release and transform these blockages on a soul, mind, and body level. So, I normally show you the Jin Shin Jyutsu website, but I forgot today to set it up. So we'll skip that. But for anyone who really is interested to find out more about Jin Shin Jyutsu, you can go to our website, which is www.jsjinc.net. And I will put that in the chat. Here we go. There you go. And just to say, remain muted throughout the whole of this presentation, if you will. If the mystery presenter wants you to talk to her, then, oh, what a giveaway, it's a she. Then she may give you that permission. A replay is going to be available afterwards. I'm recording this and I will place it on the YouTube, the official Jin Shin Jyutsu YouTube page for you to watch or tell others. And by the way, if you do have friends that would like to participate in this on a Friday, because it's a new setup, you can forward that link that I've sent of the recurring meetings. It'll work for at least 20 meetings. So by all means, if you hear anyone who says, well, wait a minute, I thought this was on Webinar Jam. Yeah, it was, but I fixed it so you won't get any more links from Webinar Jam. Anyway, that's enough from me. So today's mystery presenter ought to be here. Where are you? Mystery presenter.
Hey there.
Yeah, I can't see you. Where are you? Where are you?
Can you see me?
No, I don't see you at all.
Terry, you want to make her co-host?
I did.
How about now? Can you see?
Now I can see you. I did make a co-host. Yes, yes. Welcome, Sarah. So for anyone,
I just added a spotlight. There you go.
yes. So to anyone that doesn't know, this is, say something. This is International Jin Shin Jyutsu instructor Sara Harper, who has gone unusually, I say, and I say this affectionately, unusually mute. So anyway, there you are.
Here I am. Can you hear me now, Terry?
I can.
I'm going to keep you up here on the spotlight with me. What are we covering today? What do we want to hear and play with today?
You're the mystery, and hopefully the mystery will be revealed by you.
Hey.
Not me. You mean you didn't prepare?
Oh, I've got so many possibilities. So I have a couple things I've been really strongly entering into my own practice. And for me, that's just with so much going on, so much transformation, so much change in the world and in our life, in my life especially, I'm guessing for everyone's lives. And for me, the kidney flow has been just a huge focus for myself because it connects us to our essence, to our destiny, and helps us transform. And in such a time of transformation and adaptation. And I feel like, you know, in the very beginning of COVID, I was getting so focused on, again, on the news, and I had quit watching it at the Gulf War. And then I started watching again, and it was just like, oh, wow, I felt myself just getting so anxious and wrapped up in it. And so once again, I've turned it off. I don't watch. I really feel like I can live much more peacefully without it. I have a couple things where I've really been focusing: kidney flow, and then fingers a finger breadth apart and holding here on either side of the intercostals. So I'm going to have everybody hold this section right here.
Sarah, I can remove my spotlight if you want the full screen.
Okay, that's all right. So, getting your fingers a finger breadth distance apart, you can get right here onto the sternum and in between each of the intercostals. And I'm just going to encourage everyone to drop your shoulders, exhale, and this section of the body in the all combined timing is our fourth depth. So bladder and kidney function energy. And we also describe 13 as helping our mental emotional body, or helping spirit, mind, body. So this helping with the spirit, helping with all mental, emotional. Our fourth depth, that bridge between the material and the energetic body. And as I exhale and inhale, and I think about the words for this 13 area, it's love thy enemy. I looked up enemy in the dictionary. It says boredom is the great enemy of happiness.
Yeah.
So now, more than ever, how important it is to have a creative project, to have a creativity. And to me, 13 is also the number of the creator. So let's just quietly exhale, inhale while we hold our 13. And I usually let my thumbs rest on that low 22 at the same time. 22s help us to adapt, adjust, equalize. It's amalgamation. All the flows go through at that 22. Exhaling all the way, let that breath exit out. To a place where that next breath comes in without effort, without trying. Just simply find your own natural rhythm. Exhaling, letting go. You think about our ribs, and they're Mary described them as the natural fence post, guardian of our heart and lungs. So when I get into that intercostal material, that space in between each of the ribs, as much as I play with this, as much as I utilize this flow, I'm always amazed at how much homework I have here. How much, you know, and as I've been exhaling and inhaling incrementally, maybe half, quarter inch, I've been just kind of moving my fingers outward in this whole area. If there's any place that's tender, I would hang out with it. From the inside out and the outside in, meet with your breath. So you're meeting your tissues from the inside outward and the outside inward. So much of us know our external body this way, but also to know it internally. How is your breath touching your fingers from the inside? How is it expanding and moving in the lungs? Inhaling through the nose, we feed the brain. We feed the heart. And next to the brain and the heart, the kidneys absorb that oxygen to support the whole entire body. So this is one of the quickies that I do for fourth step. Mary used to also have another way of utilizing this where she would crisscross her fingers just a little bit this way and hold this way. She often talked about utilizing this at night when she would go to bed, laying down. She would just hold this whole area. Just see what you notice. How does that difference, what do you notice in the difference of holding this way versus this way? All right, Terry, I'm going to ask for some feedback. What do you notice when you hold this way versus the other way?
Difference for me is in the feeling of connection or not connection. This way, I can feel some subtle energy moving across, but when I place my fingers together, I can really feel the connection left to right.
Wow, well, that's really interesting.
Mm-hmm. Well, there's a space here, so it's got a little more distance to travel, right? Here we're connecting finger to finger. That's my experience.
And that looks like there's some activity in the chat bar. Can you read that? At the moment, I'm not able to.
Hold on. Oh, yeah, it's all right. It was a sound issue and it's okay now, so it's fine.
Okay, good.
Did you want to ask everybody the same
Yeah,
question?
I think so. I think. What do you notice in the difference? Let's continue to hold these. And I'd love a little feedback. What do you notice with this?
Okay, so if anyone has got some feedback, would you prefer chat room or unmute?
Either one is fine.
Yeah, so either write something in the chat room and I'll read it, or unmute yourself and say what you feel, if you feel.
Looks like there's some in the chat now, Terry.
Oh, okay. Here we go. What a team. There you go. Debbie said, I feel more connection when the hands are separated. Interesting.
Wow, yeah.
That's the opposite to me. But Kimberly said, cross fingers seem more powerful for me.
Wow, isn't that interesting?
And Diana loves the clock ticking. Ah, that isn't deliberate. She says it helps you slow down her breath. Whoop.
I moved the clock.
It's all right. I mean, someone here liked it. All right.
I moved the clock. No, Debbie has coached me on that a few times before. My Yeti mic loves the clock and it picks up everything. I have to be really careful. I turn it off when I go on break.
Well, mine's ticking away and I've got a Yeti mic. Maybe they're hearing that too.
Oh, maybe. Can we still hear the tick?
Can anyone hear a clock ticking? Why is it when I work with you, Sarah, we always end up laughing?
because we have a lot of fun. All right. So the other thing that I want to demonstrate and talk about is the kidney flow. And for me, it's been something I've been utilizing every morning, every evening as part of my daily, wake up, go to bed. And I feel like it's just such a vital one to utilize. Now, I usually am laying down, so I will just take the opposite foot and little toe. And for me, this is an easy way to reach that. I just bend that little toe and hold the pubic bone. If that's not an easy reach, you can utilize it this way and hold the pubic bone with the opposite little toe. If you're not able to bend your foot, you can utilize the one. You don't have to reach that little toe. However, sandwiching that little toe and the kidney flow, we know that bladder goes down through that little toe and kidney rises through the little toe. So we're helping our fourth depth, that bridge between the material and the energetic body. We have a relationship at the pubic bone with our sixth depth, umbilicus. So connecting to source, down the front, up the back, connection to the sixth depth source, the primordial fire. We know that fourth depth is water. So we're connecting in a really deep way, this blueprint and our energetic movement of flow. Our energetic movement of fire and water and breath. Then the left hand that was holding that right little toe is going to go to the coccyx. So now I've got the coccyx and the pubic bone. And at the coccyx, we have a relationship with our third depth and the all combined timing, liver, gallbladder. And the message of our third depth is to have the key energy or the mediating, the action of the mediator. So now I've got the third depth and sixth depth, that primordial fire and the key energy to breathe and live in my body. And then the hand that was on the pubic bone goes to the 14. And 14 helps us to sustain and maintain equilibrium in the body. Think about what's here. We've got the pancreas and spleen, stomach, liver, gallbladder, and on the backside, we have the kidneys. And so kidney, liver, and spleen are the toe flows which sustain us in life. So just by the simple act of holding the 14, we sustain and maintain the equilibrium in our body. Sustenance, maintenance. The spleen and stomach are storehouse and granary. Diaphragm, that big B breath of life, connecting our breath and when I look at the kidney flow, wow, it goes through the lungs, the heart, the spleen, goes through all the yin organs. You could use this flow for the rest of your jumper cable days. And then we're going to go to Safety Energy Lock 13. And 13 is the number of the Creator. Helps with all mental, emotional, helps open up the spirit. We said 14 helps open up the mind, understanding, our waistline. 13 helps to open up all mental, emotional, clear the head. Connect with the Creator. The words are love thy enemy. And in Hebrew, the word ahava adds up to 13. In Chinese, it takes 13 strokes to make the word love.
Oh yeah, I. Wonderful.
And it means to hold on to a covered passion till the end. Wow, 13. One time Mary cleared the 13 out really deeply on me, and she, I had armored myself. I was just really armored here. And she said, if somebody comes on in a harsh way, just place your hand here. Place your other hand over. You don't need to take it on, right? So such an important area to take care of, to tend to. And then our hand is going to go to the back of the neck, the 12. And 12, submission of the personal consciousness to the direction of the universal mind. My favorite line of Mary's for 12 was, let go, let God. Just stop for a moment, place your hands in your lap, and see if you notice a difference between your left and right side after having one side of the kidney flow. Exhale, drop your shoulders. Can you feel a difference? Can you feel a difference, Terry? What did Debbie say? Yes. I see Debbie said yes, she can feel a difference between the two sides.
Yeah, I mean, initially, one side felt the energy was more defined. And I had this feeling, now I need to bring the energy down. Now I need to do the bladder flow. But then after that thought disappeared, left and right seemed more harmonized. So interesting.
All right. Well, here's my argument for both sides. We're going to do the other side. So, oh, wait a minute. I did this side already. We're going to do the other side now. So, and when I'm going to demonstrate how I do it laying down, because I think it's just important to see. You can do this flow sitting up, laying down, doesn't matter. But I want to show it just because I think it will. And so if I'm laying down, very often, I will just tuck my foot in underneath and grab hold then of that little toe. To be more visual, it's this way that I'm grabbing, right? I'm holding that opposite little toe. So my right hand is on my left little toe. My left hand is on the pubic bone. Again, we bring in that fourth depth, bladder goes down through that little toe, kidney rises through that little toe. We have a relationship in the all combined timing with umbilicus at the pubic bone. Plus, it's center of the 15s. 15 is wash our hearts with laughter and joy. The primordial fire, the blueprint of our umbilicus function energy. Diaphragm and umbilicus on the all combined timing are from here to here. That big B breath of life connecting with source. And then either palm up or palm down. You can have your hand underneath the tailbone, palm up or palm down, which is ever is most comfortable. And if you're sitting, then you're holding this way, pubic bone and coccyx. And at the tailbone, coccyx area, we have gallbladder and liver. Through that portion of on the all combined timing on the body. And liver and gallbladder are third depth key energy. Our key energy to breathe, our key energy to live and have the gall to live our life, the gall to live our destiny. Kidney flow is about the essence, the destiny. And then the hand that was on the pubic bone will now go to the other side, 14. I know gallbladder, liver here, third depth. I've got gallbladder, liver here on another third depth, key energy for life, having the gall to live my destiny. When I think about the meaning of the safety energy lock, when I think about the resonance of all the meanings, wow, this flow, you could use it for the rest of your jumper cable days. And then we'll go to the 13. The number of the creator. Again, connecting with your breath. Finding your own natural rhythm as you exhale and inhale. From head to toe and toe to head. And then our hand that was on the 13, my left hand is going to go to the 12 at the back of the neck. And softening your breath. Leading yourself from the inside out and the outside in. I love the kidney flow. I feel like it's just such an important one right now. Such an important factor for what we're all going through planetary-wise, health-wise. Covers all the in organs and it helps the bladder flow to do its job to eliminate. Did I go over my time, Terry? Nope, I can't hear you. You're on mute, Terry.
Yeah, which is probably just as well. Yeah, no, you're in good time.
All right, so then let's just take our hands in our lap for a moment and feel now what it is to have both sides of that kidney flow. And from the little toe, it goes through the arch of the foot. And I often, when I'm teaching, I have these two big stones that I place my feet on. And the other thing that I do a lot of is holding the 6 and little toe. 6 and little toe to help that whole 4th depth. You can hold it this way or that way, and you're helping 4th depth this way, 1st depth this way. But I love and really they both help 1st depth and 4th depth. There's so many relationships here. But that's another flow that you could utilize. 6s help with our balance, all dizziness, and the kidney flows right through the sole of the foot and then up the leg, through the reproductive and into the chest. Really powerful helper. And this helps with all reproductive functions in the body, kidney flow.
Sarah, do you know why for the 1st step we're holding the center 6?
Why we hold this when we do the 6?
Yeah, the 1st step, you know, the
yeah,
the 1st position, we hold the center 6 rather than yeah.
But you have a relationship with the stomach and with spleen.
Right.
Yeah. And
yeah, I was just curious because the center is also the center of the sole of the foot is also source, right? It's opposite fingers and toes, palm. I just wondered if that was a connection back to 6th depth.
Sometimes Mary would hold both 6s this way with her thumbs on top of the foot. I think you can see that. So that she would hold what she called the deep 6 and the arch 6. And then she would take her thumbs in between those little lines, the phalanges, those phalange lines. She would get her thumb and walk all the way down those lines while holding the deep 6 and the arch 6. I'm going to show my foot this way and then this way.
Perfect.
But sometimes those little lines through there will be really tender. And same with on the sole of the foot. So I will kind of make a bridge with my fingertips and get into either the deep 6 or the arch of the foot 6. Another one that I do regularly.
Great.
Hey, are there any questions, comments? And people can, I'm happy to have people turn their mics on if they want to. The group is small. I don't think it'll hurt.
Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, go ahead. Anybody who has a comment or a question, speak out or forever hold your peace. Or put it in the chat room. Oh, whoops. 2 in the chat room. Here we go. Let's have a look.
Okay.
This is complimentary. You are a supermodel.
Oh,
JSJ holds, and then some gratitude. So that's, thank you very much for the appreciation. Has anyone got any questions, any thoughts, any comments, any feedback? Well, wait a minute.
Practice your kidney flow. That would be my I've actually really been engaged with it for the last 2 years, where I've been doing this every evening and every morning. And for me, I feel like it's really been comforting, especially with all the transformation that we're all going through at the moment. For me, it's really helped me connect to my center and my core.
Yeah, I mean, I must do it more myself. It's very, I think additionally, you know, with all the, what you were saying earlier, all the media stuff and everything, it's so easy to get sucked into all the fear that's around at the moment. So,
yeah. Plus, we just did a webinar on kidney essence, Terry and I, and it was, for me, it was so much fun, but it's also on the website for replay if you want to see it. We go into more detail. I show lots of slides. And
yeah. Haven't you got a a 1 hour self-help coming up?
I
week?
do. I have a 1 hour self-help class coming up with Debbie Rappaport, and it is on the 25th, and we're going to have a 1 hour self-help. I'm going to do it every month, where I have a 1 hour self-help where we just walk through and make a practice. Whether you're experienced or brand new, it'll give us a moment to just really tune in and connect with one another. And so Debbie, I think, is writing details in the chat. And it's also on my website and JSJ's website. Mine is exhalejsj.com. And on the Jin Shin Jyutsu website, it is jsjinc.net.
I was just wondering whether I could now share the screen and find the website.
Okay.
And let's have a look.
Yep. Remove my spotlight and we can.
Well, except I haven't got it up. Oh, never mind.
Okay. All right. Oh, great.
In theory, it was a nice idea. Yeah, so everybody, I hope you've enjoyed today. And this is our second time with Harmonize to Energize on Zoom. And I hope you all felt comfortable with that. And tell your friends, this is the format in future. It's Zoom. And we'll continue to invite mysterious and mystery people to come on and share their mystery. And also we'll carry on with the self-help too. And with time, it may increase from the 40 minutes to an hour, as Sara has just pointed out. She's going to be doing an hour once a month. We may do this in the future. So look forward to all kinds of possibilities, and keep that kidney energy flowing, and stand strong, because I mean, for me, kidney energy is keeping the back straight as well. You know, it's allowing the energy to go up either side of the spine. It's helping us to stand strong amidst all what's happening in our world. So it's another benefit, if you like.
That's a great image, Terry. The stand strong and hold your ground, like that chestnut tree that we talked about. Yeah.
And I mean, I think it's true what Mary had mentioned. You know, fear takes like millions of lives in comparison to other illnesses or whatever. The psychological effect on our body is much greater, and it stops us from achieving our destiny. So there's lots to contemplate there, but just actually, I would say, practice. We can give you the theoretical background, which is very interesting and inspiring, but if we don't actually practice it, we won't realize the difference in our bodies. So off you go and practice, as they say.
And Terry, where will they find the replay?
Okay, the replay is going to be on the Jin Shin Jyutsu official YouTube page. So I wrote it right at the top of the chat there. There it is. www.youtube.com/Jin Shin Jyutsu official. And you'll find all the replays there for Harmonize to Energize, and any other replays. I think the We Are Ones are still there. And I will put it up sometime today. And tell your friends, you know, if you've got anyone that's wanted to be on, you know, the replay is going to be there. And, you know, there's great benefits by going back over this kind of information. Well, I certainly find it's beneficial.
Yeah.
So I hope you've all enjoyed today. It's always a pleasure to have Sara. And as she said, what was the date again? Deborah wrote it down, didn't she, Debbie?
It's the 25th of this month, May.
Yeah, 25th. Yeah, and sign up on the website or on Sarah's website. Did Debbie put your website up there as well?
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Exhalejsj.com.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see if there's anything else anyone say. Oh yeah, Diana. Yeah, the replays on the YouTube Jin Shin Jyutsu official page. It's where all the other replays were sent from Webinar Jam. If you still can't find it, you can email me on the h2energize@gmail.com, h2energize@gmail.com. I better put that in the chat. Here we go. h2energize@gmail.com. All right. Okay, everybody. Well, thank you again for sharing with us today. Thank you, Sarah. And hope you all have a good rest of the day, weekend, and week until next time. And, you know, go along to the website, have a look what's happening. You can see what's going to be live and what replays will be there. And keep breathing out and stay strong amidst the chaos. Next week, I probably will be sharing my insights on Safety Energy Lock 24, which is harmonizing chaos. And so we'll look forward to that. And okay. Goodbye, everybody. Look after yourself. And I'm now going to stop. Oh, wait a minute. Is there anything else in the chat that I need to? I think that's it. Okay, good. All right.